Thank you, Tanuj. I think so. What we are basically trying to teach you these three basic things. If you are really good at these, and so what are the questions in the exams that people really love to ask? What is an optic nerve head? How will you best examine it? How will you store this information? What is the significance of various features like margin, size, vessels, zone of atrophy? What is the differential diagnosis? And essentially, you want to differentiate between glaucomatous and neurological disc, open angle versus angle closure disc, and how to correlate disc with the field. So why is it that reading the disc is so important? Because each one in your periphery may not be having other instrumentation. But this is the most important marker because like we have already taught you, pressure is not important. Okay, and perimeter may not be available to you because it's extremely expensive for most of the people. So what are you left with? You are left with the disc. So that is what I also wanted to show you, which I think somebody had referred to was, you have a pointer? Do you have a pointer? हाँ. ये इसमें ये वो नहीं आता. Anyway, okay, so we had this patient and we were talking that a thick cornea, a one-eyed patient, I let it go, didn't treat because the pressures were 20 to 24, but this was very thick. So I thought, all right, we can reduce it. And field is normal, disc is absolutely normal. Next visit, the patient comes to me. What is this? What is this? A nice wedge defect. Basically meaning that there is a notch which is forming over here. The field is still normal. What does that teach you? That the structural damage is first. Okay, sometimes you may not be able to pitch the structural damage because tessellated fundus hai, kuch aur tamasha hai, you may not be able to see it. But structure damage is first and then will be followed by the functional damage in most of the cases. So please be very, very careful. You have to know to read the disc. Obviously, if you have an OCT, it will also show you the structural damage. But OCT to aur bhi mehenga hai. So you, the most important thing is to just know how to read the disc. And what is the disc? Basically, it's a collection of axons which are coming from the ganglion cells. So all these get bound down in bundles and passing through collagen fibers and forming the scleral canal. And the fibers from the macula come straight in. Those from the temporal side arch, and those from the nasal side again are coming straight in. And then they get passed through the lamina cribrosa. When the pressure rises, the lamina cribrosa bends and mechanical or vascular factors result in damage to these fibers, and then we have the field defects which are classical. So you can examine. How do you examine? Obviously, the best and easiest way is to do an ophthalmoscope which you can carry in your pocket, but there's a lot of magnification, almost 15 into magnification. You get an upright image, that's good, but it is not stereoscopic. Okay, and you always want to see the depth. So very good. So lack of stereoscopic is biggest problem. You can be doing 3 mirror or a 2 mirror or 1 mirror, but that's a messy affair. You can again have a stereoscopic view. So the best thing is what to do is a 90D or a 78D or a 60D examination. So that's what I was saying, own a 90D. How many of you have a 90D? How many you have a gonioscope? Which gonioscope do you have? Sorry? Tanuj, which gonioscope should they buy?
Oh, 2 mirror is fine. Government 2 mirror is fine.
2 mirror is fine, especially for learners. When you come into practice, buy a 4 mirror. Okay, so that is great. At least lots of them are using it. So what are you looking at? You are looking what is the edge of the disc. Then you are looking at the neuroretinal rim. This is the actual thing. We always keep talking cup. Abhi main bhi bolunga, but the truth is what you are looking at is the neuroretinal rim, which is all the fibers which are alive. So we are seeing. If these fibers die, we are not seeing, right? You have to look at the nerve fiber layer, which we just showed you, that if the nerve fiber layer goes, you can see these wedge defects which are dark, and you can judge that yes, something is going wrong. The fibers here are dying, and you can see these dying fibers here. Then you can have a parapapillary atrophy, and obviously, as we have been telling you all way, the hemorrhages. So what is a very, very important rule is the isn't rule, okay? So the isn't rule, what basically it tells you is that normally you'll have thickest fibers inferiorly, followed by superior, followed by nasal, followed by temporal. So even today when I start looking, sometimes I realize, oh, this is like it. The timer has to be put at, bhai sahab, timer has to be put at 25. So अभी तो 10 मिनट तो ही ना रह गए सिर्फ इस यहाँ पे 10 दिखा रहा है, मेरे में 10 दिखा रहा है चलो anyway, so what happens is this is the normal flow, okay, and you are happy with this, but the moment you have something like this and you say, oh yaar kuch gadbad hai, the inferior one is thinner than the superior one, that means some of the fibers are lost from the inferior one, right? This is a disc damage likelihood scale prepared by Spaeth, which you just have to mug up, क्योंकि एग्जाम में कोई पूछ सकता है, यूज़ कोई नहीं करता है. But yes, if you are in a teaching institution, if you are doing research, people will be asking about this. Just remember what it is. So what they are doing is you have to see the cup, the ratio of the rim with the disc ratio. Okay, so that various times will give you how much of damage is there. Just you have to remember, because somebody will ask, or there may be a theoretical question also. The color of the rim is very, very important. The image capture is very important, because you might see a photograph, but if it is overexposed, you may not see the actual color which is happening over there. And that is why very, very important to take a red-free photograph, which will always show you the fibers. So what is the normal cup disc? The normal disc will be varying from 1.4 to 2 millimeters. Why is a size of a disc very, very important is, and how can you measure the size of the disc is, a small aperture of 5 degree Welsch-Schindler will be fitting with the disc. Or what you can do is, if you have a 90D or whatever you have, you can take the multiplication factor and then check the size with a slit lamp. All of you will be sitting on a slit lamp. Measure the size from this area which is shown here. You make the beam wide and small, and you can just, wherever it focuses, multiply by 1.3 if you are having with 90D, and then you'll get the exact size. Why is size so important? Because what happens is, you see so many large cups I see, and they are referred to me as glaucoma, but what they are, maybe physiological, maybe myopic cup. So what happens is, you have to examine the other eye. So what does it look like? Is it a pathological cup? No, it is a physiological cup. Okay, because why? What about this? Bolo bhai? Yes, madam? क्या है, ठीक है, खराब है? Look at the striations. Okay, these white striations are beautiful. Okay, the neuroretinal rim is perfect. कहीं पे कोई notch नहीं दिख रहा, ठीक है ना? Same with this. So they are normal. The second thing we were taught was कि अगर cup disc की asymmetry more than 0.2 है, then we एकदम jump up कि यार कुछ गड़बड़ है, ठीक है? तो ये डिस्क आई, किसनों ने ऐसे भेज दिया कि भाई ये तो सर डिफेक्टिव है, आपने तो कहा था 0.2 का डिफेक्ट हो, तो 0.2 लार्जर है ना, है कि नहीं, गड़बड़ है कि नहीं, क्या करें, इन्वेस्टिगेट करें इसे, बोलो बोलो, सॉरी, cup disc ratio same, very good, perfect, yeah, you are right, the disc is larger, you picked up very good here, because somebody did the field was normal, you do the OCT and then you realize this cup is smaller because the disc is smaller and this cup disc is larger, as simple as that. And same thing happened over here, this daughter was referred, सारे examination कर डाले, कितने पैसे उसके खर्च हो गए, सारा खानदान में तबाही मची हुई है जी, ग्लोकोमा हो गया इसको, ठीक है? the first time you get something like this, उसके parents को बिठाओ and have a look, the father is having a similar cup. बात खत्म हो गई. If you want to examine somebody, examine the father, not the daughter. Okay, because all the everything is normal, but we have been making a mess of it. Parapapillary atrophy, alpha is not important. The beta zone, you can read up, basically area of atrophy of the RP and choriocapillaries resulting in large choroidal vessels being seen. अगर ये beta zone larger है, that means somewhere over here you may later have a field defect. corresponding to that. Vascular changes देखने हैं, bayoneting. I don't know how many of you seen a bayonet, but this is how it looks like. And if the bayonet is if a vertical, this thing, lay off of the vessels, that means they are falling into the cup. Again, bearing of the circumlinear vessels, ये जो vessel था पहले rim पे बैठा हुआ था, अब rim वहाँ से गायब हो गई. Okay, that is why you can get a chance that something is happening over there. यहाँ पे nasalization of the vessels हो गया है. Again, overpass cupping, same way, you know, things which were there are dropping off here, and this vessel will ultimately drop into the cup. Splinter hemorrhage is very, very important. If you see a splinter hemorrhage at the edge of the disc in a shape like this, that means something is going wrong. It is commoner in NTG. Okay, it is commoner in NTG, may proceed to the full NFL loss. जहाँ पे ये होता है बाद में वैसे ही एक यहाँ पे wedge defect और field defect आने लगते हैं. So we be very, very careful. Any new hemorrhage means things are not getting controlled. You have to be very, very careful. It may denote progression. या अगर तुमने कभी ग्लोकोमा नहीं पकड़ा है तो उसमें हो सकता है ग्लोकोमा हो. You have to investigate really thoroughly. Why do they occur? Somebody may ask. Because obviously the support systems are going. If the collagen is dropping off over there because of the pressures, the vessels are kinking and bleeding. The fibers from the periphery are going to the periphery of the optic nerve. हमेशा याद रखना. And central fibers are going to the center of the nerve. Therefore, अगर ये center से defect होगा तो ये periperiphery यहाँ आ जाएगा. अगर बीच में होगा तो it will come like an arcuate here. And if it's a peripheral thing which is being spoilt और pressure वहाँ पे बन रहा है तो there will be a nasal step. और अगर सारा कुछ ही involved है, like in this case you see the entire thing is gone, then you will get a total defect right till the periphery over here. And similarly you can see यहाँ पे normal था पहले, and then there's a dropout over here. यहाँ पे क्या है? What is happening here? What is there? There is a notch. Very good. So there is a notch and there is a corresponding wedge defect. Okay, यहाँ पे field defect कहाँ पे होगा? Superiorly. Okay, good. यहाँ पे कहाँ पे होगा field defect? Inferiorly. यहाँ पे कहाँ होगा? Field defect will be कहाँ पे notch is, this whole thing is gone, so it will be superior. Okay, clear? Very, very important. अगर pale disc है, अभी इसमें ना cupping ज़्यादा नहीं लग रही, it is not looking like a glaucomatous disc. So what could it be? It could be angle closure. Angle closure has very shallow cups. So go back, look at your gonioscopy again. And or it could be a neurological disc which is Knight tick says mnemonic. So it could be neuritis, ischemic, granulomatous, hereditary, traumatic, toxic, irradiation and compression. Any of these things could be there. And this is a theoretical question again. And then you do this and you find out that yes, something is wrong somewhere, either in the pituitary or somewhere else, and we were dealing with a neurological disc. Pale, again I told you, angle closure bhi try karna usme. Optic disc size, again, you know, sometimes in myopes, very, very difficult to really make it out. So that is why a lot of myopes are confused with glaucoma when they actually don't have glaucoma. Coloboma we have already shown, we have seen the pit also you have already seen, and we were already talking about that many times what happens is always examine by dilation, always. Because so many times we'll miss a BRVO, it will give you a beautiful, what type? Arcuate defect. तुमने jump करके oh ये तो glaucoma है. You have not seen anything else and disc may be plus minus, and ultimately what will happen is you are absolutely on the wrong track. Same with ARMD. So what about this disc? Striations कैसे हैं? All white and nice. ठीक है? So the field is normal. Okay, this is not very clear, but you can see that there is a tilt of the vessels here. The entire thing from here to here is gone, and you have lots of defects in both the fields. इसमें क्या है? हाँ भाई, बता यार. Which is defective? Which eye? This eye or this eye? Very good. So what is happening there? कहाँ पे notch कहाँ पे है? Superiorly, so the field will be inferior. Okay, so there is a notch here, right, going through, and this is NRR is healthy. Okay, so that is why you have an inferior field defect. What about this? ये पहले भी देख चुके हो normal and good at least you remember that. ठीक है ना, the fields are normal. Again have a look, striations are good, everything looks fine. Okay, this is one of our optoms. He came with a very, this eye is okay. ठीक है, and यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा wedge defect है. अभी एक notch भी इतनी clear नहीं दिख रही. The first thing you might see is a wedge defect, and correspondingly inferiorly there is a damage over here. So same thing we were trying to show you. Early nasal steps means the periphery is somewhere being compressed, and if you get the whole thing you will get an arcuate scotoma. This is from the old Shields textbook, very very important. So if A is gone here, you will get a central germs. If B is gone, you will get a peripheral germs. If C is gone, then you have a inferior and superior temporal rims and peripheral nasal constriction. D is the temporal rim. If the temporal rim corresponds to the central island, because then all the fibers from the macula and those areas are coming here. And E is the nasal rim which corresponds to the temporal island. Okay, तो ये याद रखना, because immediately it will tell you what area is being affected. Again the same thing, just to remind you that like it has already been shown by Vinay also. So the discs are pretty much normal, there is no wedge defect, but when we do the fields we find there is a defect like this, and Vinay had shown almost a similar field. So this is not a glaucomatous field defect, and when you really investigate you'll realize that there is a retinoschisis in the periphery. So it is a basically a defect of the retina which may look like a defect. So many of these patients we get every day who are being treated for glaucoma. किसी भी तरह का कोई defect आ गया ना, लोग glaucoma बना के they'll start treatment. Once you start treatment for glaucoma, they will not be looked at by anybody. Nobody has the time. You have written a drug, they'll only look at the pressure. Pressure is normal, chalne do. Very few people will really look at it again thoroughly. And when you take the medicine off and they start crying कि सर 10 साल से हम तो medicine use कर रहे थे, nobody looked at it. All they have is a peripheral cryo in the retina, there is a scotoma somewhere because of that, and people have been treating. So be very very careful. He has already reiterated it is a big psychological damage to the patient, besides the financial burden and the cost of the drug plus the side effect of the drug. So there are three damages that we are doing just because we are not careful enough. Okay, so everything should be looked properly. You do a full good diurnal variation with a reliable tonometer so that you get a spread of pressures and know exactly what is happening at what time. Then you'll see the disc very thoroughly, and with the disc whatever is happening you'll correlate with the visual field that it is coming. You will do not one visual field but at least 2 to 3 visual fields to get over the learning effect. And when you have two symmetrical visual field defects, then you know yes, there is a defect which is looking like that. Even if the pressures are normal, it could be a normal tension glaucoma. And then you will keep doing fields every 6 to 8 months so that the target pressure that you have set, you find that yes, this is the right target pressure. At these medications the field is not progressing. Okay, and then you will be a complete person in your own. And like what Tanuj said was, gonioscopy is indeed very very important. Why is it so important? Why is it important? Bolo bhai. Almost 40% to 50% of our patients, especially in North India, are angle closure. तो तुमने angle closure ही miss कर दिया, so you are completely on the wrong track. Number one. Number two, you missed earning money by doing a peripheral iridotomy. Okay, and wherever the patient goes, the doctor will say, यार इसने तो miss ही कर दिया. So you know, then there is again lot of things which will happen, and the trickiest thing is that it is very very difficult. Tanuj made it look very easy. It is one of the most difficult things. The trick is every patient you keep putting the gonioscope. Every single patient today You are in a place where you can see a whole lot of patients without there a hassle. Put it in every single one, 90D gonioscope in every one, so that immediately you'll say, नहीं यार, ये normal नहीं है, कुछ गड़बड़ है. Then you go back to the thing he has shown you, do that, go back to his book or to that video and look where the things are abnormal. Then you can make it. So you do 10,000 gonioscopies, you will immediately will be able to pick this is not normal. That is what we are looking at, okay? And then you will be on the right track. So the message is, check for size. Like we have said, otherwise you are investigating when it is not required to be investigated. Look at the neuroretinal rim, look at the isn't rule, look for vascular changes, look for asymmetry and the pallor of the cup. Please document serially. Not necessarily that you do a fundus photo. There are people who just make plain diagrams from their own hand, and they can now judge that the cup is enlarging and some notch is forming over there. So I'm proud of such people who do keep serial records, even if only they have is paper and pen. Okay? And thank you very much for a patient hearing.